Peace, everybody. I'm here at the Sullivan home in lovely Lusby, Maryland, and just wanted to share with you another way that we can help to make America green again by developing a better relationship, a more intimate relationship with some of our fungal friends in the world. This is a bucket that we acquired from, I believe it was a Giant or maybe a Safeway. Just went up to the bakery department and said, hey, can I have one of your old icing buckets? And then we rinsed it out and we took some straw and we fermented it in the bucket for, I don't know, maybe 10 days, 2 weeks or so. And that fermentation kills off all the bacteria and leaves only anaerobic bacteria on the straw. And then what we did is took all the straw out, squeezed out some of the excess moisture, and drilled holes in the bucket. And these holes in the bucket allow for all the water to drain out and for it to dry out a little bit. And then we mixed in mycelium from a culture that was started by Katie, and basically that could be as simple as taking some boiled cardboard and some slices of oyster mushroom stem butts. And oh yeah, here we go, right here. So this is the original culture that it grew from. And that was just some grain and some cardboard that was boiled to sterilize it and then placed in a bag for the mycelium to run through. So we took half of this bag and we mixed it in with the straw in this bucket. And you can see, look, there's one little baby oyster mushroom in there. And so when we mixed the mycelium in, the mycelium started eating the straw, and after about 3 weeks, all of a sudden this happened. Mushrooms! These are some of the most delicious, most nutritious mushrooms in the world. They grow wild all over the temperate world. In America in particular, I know that they grow from Florida all the way up to Maine and even out into California. So this is the whole United States. You can find these mushrooms growing in the wild. They're relatively easy to identify because if you look at the caps, they're kind of fleshy and firm. And when you look at the gills, so those are gills on the underside. Also note that the stem is eccentric, meaning that the stem comes off of the side of the mushroom cap, not the center, as you would find with most common mushrooms like portobellos and enokis and shiitakes. They're all centrally stalked. The other thing that you'll notice is these gills, which is the reproductive surface, that's where the spores are produced, is within the gills. So these gills run all the way down the stem. That's called decurrent. And the gills will run all the way down until you meet just the pure mycelium down there, which is the white fuzzy part of the mushroom, if you can see that in the video. These are mushrooms that are said to have antiviral properties in some clinical studies. They've got amazing polysaccharides in them that boost the immune system. They accumulate minerals, they're a complete protein, and they're absolutely delicious. If you just pan fry these in some sunflower oil with a little bit of salt, they taste more meaty than any meat substitute I've ever come across. So yeah, this is the mighty oyster mushroom, Pleurotus austriatus, and this is a very simple technique of just fermenting straw and adding the mycelium, and you end up with mushrooms, pretty mushrooms. And,
homemade mushrooms, yay!
Yeah, in the comfort of your own home. So let's get out there and make America green again. It's very simple and straightforward.
You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it, family. We can do it. Let's make America green again.